Air Flight 1225. We are glad that you're here tonight for our play, and we're going to be taking a visit to a little tiny airport in Beaufort City, Iowa tonight. But hopefully we're going to take a much more important flight as we remember what the true meaning of Christmas is all about. So I hope you sit back and enjoy our flight tonight and make yourself comfortable. I don't think we'll be getting too far off the ground, but have a great time, and it's okay to laugh. All right. Afterwards, we're going to have cookies and Christmas trees downstairs, and want to invite everybody to stay for that. We've got all kinds of good stuff. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for this time of celebrating the birth of your Son, Jesus Christ. I pray, Lord, for each of the actors and actresses as they perform tonight, as they share the fun of the season, but as they also celebrate the reason for the season. Lord, help us to have a great time tonight, and we dedicate this Christmas play to you. It's in your name we pray. Amen. Amen.
It's Christmas Eve, and the Carver family is taking off for a family Christmas ski vacation at the Mistletoe Family Ski Resort in Manitou Springs, Colorado. Martha Carver and the perennial Carver family Christmas vacation planner spent countless hours on the internet and has found the lowest fares possible for this family Christmas ski trip. To get these extremely low airfares, the Carver clan only had to drive 110 miles from Crow's Corner to catch their flight at the Roy G. Tuck Regional Airport in Beaufort City. The trip to Beaufort City has taken quite a bit longer due to an unexpected snowstorm. While the Carvers are anxious to get to the airport, officials with Holiday Air and Roy G. Tuck Regional Airport are considering delaying and/or canceling flights this snowy Christmas Eve. Sit back and relax as the Carvers remind us what Christmas is all about as they prepare to take off on Christmas Flight 1225. Welcome to Roy G. Tuck Regional Airport. The Department of Homeland Security requests that you do not leave any unattended packages or carry-on items, but keep them with you at all times. Report any suspicious activity to airport security. Thank you and happy holidays.
Why can't she say Merry Christmas just once? Tower, this is George at Holiday Air. Hey, what are we looking at weather-wise for our flight schedule tonight? Well, we're fixing to have a bunch of passengers here in the next hour for Flight 1225, and I kind of need to know what you guys are thinking up there. Merry Christmas to you, too. Yep, it's going to be a long night for sure. Bye.
Is everything okay over there at Holiday Air?
Well, I guess it is. I just talked to the tower, and they said that they're not sure if they're going to be able to keep the airport open tonight. The weather said that the heaviest of snow is supposed to go to the north, but now they're saying that the brunt of the snow is coming right through here. Matter of fact, there could be whiteout conditions later tonight.
Well, at least we're going to have a white Christmas. Are they going to cancel Flight 1225?
Well, corporate says that they want to wait and see if the weather clears. But you know what? The suits at corporate, they're not the ones that are going to have to deal with a lounge full of stranded passengers on Christmas Eve.
Did I hear you say they haven't canceled Flight 1225 yet?
That's right. You know, we're going to have an airport full of stranded passengers that are supposed to be headed home for the holidays, but instead they're going to be stuck right here for Christmas.
That doesn't sound good. Would you like to try my new latte recipe?
Yum, tastes pepperminty.
me. It's good. It's good. But I think I like your holiday spice latte much better. Barbie, just in case we do get a lounge full of passengers tonight, are you going to have enough food?
That's a good question. I wasn't planning on feeding a bunch of passengers this year for Christmas dinner.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come down to that.
I better go check and see.
George, I didn't think that you'd be here tonight. Isn't this the night for the Big Bailey Christmas Eve bash?
Normally you'd be right, but Ginger has worked the past 3 Christmas Eves, and I told her last year that she would have this one off.
Oh, well, that was nice of you.
Well, Mary is still home cooking up a storm, and the kids and the grandkids, well, they're all going to be headed right here tomorrow, and we're going to have a great time if the weather clears up.
Oh boy. Looks like you're keeping busy this Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. I may not be busy now, but passengers for Flight 1225 will be starting coming in soon.
Yeah, you federal workers have it so rough, don't you? I bet you they're even paying you double because it's just Christmas Eve.
Hey, I can't help that, man. My job is pretty important. I'm the first line of defense against potential terrorists.
Right. I mean, I appreciate that help, but do you really think the little airport here in Buford City is going to be the first target for an international terrorist?
Maybe not, but you never know.
Yeah, well, I can't be lollygagging around here anymore. It's some Christmas shopping to do.
How are you going to do that? Are you supposed to be keeping us all safe?
Oh, don't worry about that, my man. We've been around as long as I've been around. Let's learn to multitask.
Sure. I didn't wait last minute to do my Christmas shopping, unlike you.
Whatever. The shop not open tonight?
Oh, Merry Christmas, Sergeant Spears.
Merry Christmas to you also.
You're not one of those last-minute Christmas Eve shoppers, are you?
Well, that's when you get the best deals, isn't it? I mean, best time.
Well, I was just talking to Olivia a minute ago. I'm sure she wouldn't mind if you browse around.
Thanks.
Well, Merry Christmas, Sergeant Spears. Don't tell me that you still haven't bought my Christmas present.
Well, you know, actually, I was seeing if you guys had any mistletoe.
Watch it, officer. You're still on duty. You shouldn't be fraternizing with the airport staff, neglecting your duties.
Well, it's hard to say here. So I guess there's no mistletoe?
Well, I'll have to check and see if I can find some, maybe when you come back later after work.
Bummer. Okay, I guess I better stop shopping and get back to, protecting this place this Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. That's everybody.
Well, here's another guinea pig. Sergeant Spears, would you like to try my new latte recipe?
Sure, I need something a little warm to drink.
What you think?
Hmm,
Can I
a
take,
little too pepperminty.
That's what I said.
can I take that from you?
No, I'd like to keep something warm to drink. And this, it might be maybe a balance of, teaspoon. I think it'll do it for me. But,
Maybe a little bit more chocolate, you think?
yeah, I think this with me though. Thank you.
Thank you and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I think I have some chocolate syrup in the back.
There you go.
Dang, looks like you've been hard at work. Thanks for bringing me a cup of
Oh,
coffee.
no. Yeah, no, it's just one of the perks of the job. They take care of me, I take care of them.
Wow. It sure would have been a lot easier if we had taken that direct flight out of Des Moines International, direct to Colorado Springs.
Drop it, Mitch. Mitch, for last time, I thought I decided, we decided
decided that we were not going to discuss this any further.
But dear, Des Moines International, it was only a half hour away. And now, due to the snowstorm, it took us 3.5 hours just to get here to Beaufort City.
Drop it, Mitch. No one seemed to mind driving the extra 90 miles. When I told them how much money we were going to save on our tickets on nameitclaimit.com.
I suppose you're right, my dear. How silly of me to mention or even to think that the other way would have been a lot better.
Mitch!
Excuse me, folks. You need to keep the line moving. Please remove your shoes and place them here.
Certainly, young man.
Mitch, you know what? I think we're forgetting something.
Nope, we're not forgetting a thing. I made sure that the luggage was checked in, and we've got everything, got the carry-on with me. Oh, wait a minute. Where's Sammy?
Well, where is Sammy? Sammy! Oh, Sammy!
Simmer down, dear. Here she comes now.
Do you remember when I told you to wait for me outside the restroom? How could you leave your little girl all alone in this big, scary airport on Christmas Eve? I'll be scarred for life.
Sorry.
Oh no. What's the smell? It smells like a mouse, a dead mouse.
It's your dad's stinky feet!
Do you also remember when I told you to put dryer sheets in your shoes at night?
Oops. Sorry. But my feet don't smell that bad anyway.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, folks. Can we please move along? Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to open the carry-on. There seems to be like a metal object in there. It looks like some sort of cookie or something. Yeah, I'm afraid I can't allow you to take that on the plane.
I must have my whisk. It's my Grandma Ethel's whisk, and it's been handed down from generation to generation.
Martha, why on earth did you even bring your whisk with you in the first place?
I have to have my whisk to make my world-famous blue ribbon pecan pie. Duh! We have it every Christmas, and I must use Grandma Ethel's whisk.
Oh, Mom, didn't you realize by bringing it, you whisked us getting in trouble?
Folks, you can either check that in the baggage or I'm gonna have to come.
Oh, no, you're not. Mitch, you take this back and have it checked in with our luggage.
Yes, dear. Boy, this low-fare ticket price sure is getting more expensive all the time.
What did you just say?
Nothing, dear. Nothing at all.
Good. Now chop chop, Mitch, and you go check that in, and we'll be waiting right over here for you.
Yes, dear.
Mitch. Gotta have shoes.
Now, boys, you just stay close to me. I don't want you getting lost again.
Oh, Mom, you never let us have any fun.
Yeah, we're just playing chase.
Yeah, chase all over the airport. It's a good thing that fine police officer found you.
Oh, Mom, we knew where we were the whole time.
But I didn't know where you were. And if something was to ever happen to you, I just couldn't survive.
We love you too, Mom.
I know. Just stay close.
Ma'am, your boys can keep their shoes on, but if you please remove yours. Right over here. You must be a doctor.
Oh, did your scanner show my stethoscope?
Yes, it did. That's okay.
See, if you weren't a baker and you were a doctor, we would have to whisk it every time we go through the airport.
Huh?
That's an inside joke.
Well, hi there, guys, and Merry Christmas. Have you guys had a chance to talk to Santa yet and tell him what you want for Christmas?
Boys, this nice lady was asking you a question.
I'll be glad for whatever I get.
I want an Xbox and a bike and a
Wow, well, I sure hope you get everything that you want. Well, hi. Hi, I'm Martha Carver, and this is Sammy, my daughter. We're here from Crow's Corner.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm Dr. Francine Poole, and these are my boys, Stefan and AJ, and we're moving from Beaufort City to my new practice in Colorado Springs.
Well, Dr. Poole, it looks to me like we might be on the same flight. 12:25.
Oh, you're right, we are. And since we're going to be traveling together, you might as well just call me Fran.
Fair enough, Fran, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. See you guys soon.
Oh boy, that lady was nosy.
So she's a doctor and she plays sports?
What are you talking about, girl?
Well, they claim she's a doctor, but then she also claims to be moving to Colorado for her new practices?
You cannot be serious. A practice is like an office or a building where physicians see their patients.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I got your carry-on and your whiskey checked in. Shall we proceed?
Yes, we shall.
This is going to be a very, very long trip.
What's that here?
Oh, you're silly, daughter.
Simmer down, simmer down.
Merry Christmas. Welcome to Holiday Airlines. How may I help you?
Yes, we're here for the Christmas flight, 12:25. Is this gate 1?
Well, here at Roy G. Tubb Internet Regional Airport, we just have two gates, gates 1 and gates 2, so you're definitely at the right spot.
Do you have a restroom?
We sure do. It's right over here to your left.
Thanks.
Well, I'm going to take advantage of the facilities as well. So are your practices for being a doctor real hard?
Your daughter is a very, very confused child.
Well, actually, she reminds me a lot like you.
Well, Mitch, it looks like our flight is still on time at 8:03, even though with all this snow.
You're right. Let me check and see. Pardon me, good fellow. I see that flight 1225, it says it's on schedule. Is that correct?
Well, for now it is, but according to the tower, conditions are worsening. I wouldn't be surprised if it got delayed. And now it's delayed. Well, folks, I'm afraid you're going to be stuck here for a while. I'm sorry. But even Buzz, you know, he's the best in the business. Even Buzz wouldn't take off in weather like this.
May I ask who Buzz is?
Well, Buzz will be your pilot tonight, of course. Don't let his name fool you. He's legendary in these parts. In fact, he's the best pilot Holiday Airlines has ever had. And for that matter, he's probably one of the best pilots that in this whole area. He certainly learned from one of the best. Wouldn't you agree, Matt?
Oh, definitely. Listen, you don't have anything to worry about when Buzz is up to controls. See, he comes from a long line of pilots in his family from both sides. And George, did you know that on his uncle on his mother's side, there was nobody, the famous Wrong Way Corrigan?
Well, I guess I hadn't heard that. Now, wasn't Wrong Way Corrigan the pilot way back in the 30s that was supposed to take off from Brooklyn, New York, and fly all the way west to Long Beach, California, but instead he wound up in Dublin, Ireland?
That would be correct, George.
Well, I sure hope that this Buzz doesn't suffer from the same directional malady that his great uncle did.
Oh, you have nothing to worry about there. I mean, Buzz might be a little eccentric, but when it comes to flying, I'd trust him with my life.
Why, sure, sir, certainly hope so. Mitch, hey, Since we've got a delay, we might as well go over to the cafe and get us a bite to eat.
That sounds good. I sure could use a little snack to tie me over.
Well, Barbie will get you taken good care of over there at the cafe.
Thank you.
Here are your menus. Can I get you something to drink? We have Pepsi products, iced tea, coffee, and I have a new drink, candy cane double espresso latte, chocolate latte.
That sounds good. I think I'll have that.
I think I'll just have water with lemon, please. Mitch, did you see that Christmas candy cane double choco latte you just ordered was $5.95?
Mac, what's it really like down there?
Well, I didn't want to say anything in front of the passengers, but it's pretty bad out there. I mean, runway 2 is totally snow covered, and runway 1 we're barely to keep open since we're down to one plow. And I just got a text from our local warehouse. They don't have the hydraulic hose I need to fix that second plow. If we're going to keep runway 1 open, I got to figure something out because we really need both those plows.
I'll be praying for you, my friend.
Well, I appreciate that, George. Now I think, what we got over here? Something I could use.
Oh, hey there, Mac. Don't tell me that you're also doing some last-minute Christmas shopping.
Well, you wouldn't happen to have a hydraulic hose for a 2009 Caterpillar 148 all over us.
Cologne, perfume, Christmas greetings, some toothpaste.
Hey, that duct tape. I'll take some of that duct tape. And those pantyhose right there. And I'll just grab these coat hangers. Hey, this just might work. Thanks, bud. Just build up the maintenance. I mean, I got it. Hey, thanks. This just might work.
What in the world is he going to do with pantyhose, duct tape, and wire hangers?
Somehow, he's gonna fix that snowplow out there. They don't call him MacGyver for nothing. Well, there you are, Suze. Merry Christmas. I was beginning to think you weren't gonna make it.
Well, I didn't either. So, I was waiting for a text, and Merry Christmas, by the way. I was waiting for a text that the flight would be canceled because it's snowing outside, and it's awful. But I never got it, so I got my little rental, and I headed down Highway 7, and there were cars off the road, there was a huge wreck, and then I saw a big blue 2017 Lincoln Navigator blocking the road. And there was this man with a purple ponytail, and the wind was waving it back and forth, and he's digging away trying to dig out the Lincoln Navigator. And his two girls are pushing, and they're just not making any progress. And I knew I wouldn't be of any help, so I pulled around them and came on here because I knew I was needed. What a way to spend a Christmas Eve, right?
That's right. You know, I wish they would have just canceled all the flights tonight. I mean, I guess this freak snowstorm caught everybody by surprise. Would you mind, watching the counter for a little bit? I want to go to the storeroom and check and see if we've got any pillows and blankets and how many of that. I've got a feeling that we're going to have a lot of passengers camping out here for Christmas Eve.
I'd love to. I have nothing else to do, so might as well help.
Thanks.
If I've told you once, boy, I've told you 1,000 times. Just call me Buzz.
Merry Christmas, Buzz. I was beginning to think, with all these blizzard-like conditions, you wouldn't be able to make it tonight.
Young man, do you have any idea who I am? Long ago, when you were but a wee lad, I learned while flying for the U.S. Postal Service that neither rain, heat, sleet, nor gloom of the night stays these swift couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. Still, I made it my creed, like my great-grandfather before me, that Buzz shall always deliver, regardless of the circumstances, be it rain, sleet, snow. You get the picture. I wish you a very Merry Christmas, my dear boy. But duty calls! I must prepare thy plane and steel thy mind. There are many a holiday travelers counting on me tonight, and I shan't let them down.
Well, thank you, sir, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Captain Buzz.
Oh, my dear Susan, we've been over this. Please, just call me Buzz. It is much more sufficient.
Well, Buzz, I'm surprised that either of us got here tonight. I mean, Highway 7 is just terrible. And then there was this big blue Lincoln Navigator blocking the way. It was just bad.
I too came upon. I too came upon that frustrated fellow with the purple. That frustrated fellow with the pocket. Feverishly shoveling snow. He couldn't figure out why he couldn't get going, so I, of course, offered my humble assistance. It turns out that in all the excitement, he engaged his parking brake. Well, we all had a good laugh, much to his dismay. But to be more on the nose, I do believe they should be arriving promptly within the hour. Introductions aside, I learned that they will be flying out with us tonight.
Well, do you think we'll be flying in this? I've never flown in weather that we're having tonight.
My dear Susan, have you forgotten who I am? I am Buzz. I have flown in much worse. Why, just last summer I was called upon for the call of duty to fly a twin-otter aircraft to a South Pole research facility to save two of its employees who had suffered severe frostbite injuries. They were in desperate need to be flown to the nearest hospital in Chile. Never have I flown in such harsher conditions. Never against such a horrible jet stream. Near whiteout conditions as far as the eye can see. Near temperatures below -76 degrees. I had to land on the thickest piece of ice I could find. One wrong step and I could have been sleeping with the fishkies. That night I prayed. God was not just my co-pilot. I am convinced that he was the pilot that very night.
Well, I guess this is not as bad as that.
My dear Susan, when you've had your head up in the clouds for as long as I have, you've come to learn a thing or two about, you've come into a more dire circumstances. I have flown through heavy anti-aircraft fire, landing on a heliport, the equivalent of a postage stamp deep in the Atlantic Ocean. I have flown weather airplanes through several Cat 5 hurricanes. I have flown amphibious aircrafts deep into the Amazon rainforest in crocodile-infested waters. I have flown through bursts, losing both of my engines, landing on an interstate during rush hour traffic during a Black Friday morning. But through it all, I just remembered what my great-great-great-grandpappy always taught me. That you have to have faith! Faith in your crew, faith in your mechanics, faith in your instruments when you cannot see to fly. Oh, but most importantly, faith in the Lord, who is truly the wind beneath thy wings.
Well, we're really going to have to trust God tonight, aren't we?
Indeed we shall. Wait a this! Yes, Susan, may I please see the flight plans?
Lemon. And here's your double candy cane espresso chocolate latte.
Well, thank you.
This looks and smells delicious.
You all know what you're hungry for?
Well, actually, I was thinking about a cheeseburger and fries, but I think there may be a mistake on here. It says it's $18.95 for a Buford burger. That can't be right, can it?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Is that what you'd like?
Oh, no. I am not paying $18.95 for a burger. But I think I will have a piece of your pecan pie. I gotta always check out my competition.
Ma'am,
How's that?
I think I'll have that Buford burger with fries.
Well, at Crow's Corner, I have one with my world famous pecan pie, 12 blue ribbons in a row.
How's that?
And again, I think I'll have the Buford burger with fries.
Mitchell Dwayne Carver.
Now simmer down, my dear. You've got to live a little bit.
Oh, look, Buzz is here. Let me introduce you. Oh, Buzz.
Yes, my ears are burning. Who called upon the awesomeness that is Buzz? Anyone? Oh, hello. Yes, can I help you?
Nice to meet you, Buzz. I'm Mitch Carver. This is my wife, Martha. We're from Crow's Corner.
Crow's Corner. I do believe I've flown over that bird many a time in my youth. What a coincidence. Do you by any chance know anything of the big red barn that's located on its outskirts? It's quite quaint. I passed over it a few times. I believe it has Crow's Corner painted in white on its roof. It's actually quite colorful, really.
That's us.
Well, shut my mouth.
Oh, Buzz, would you like to try my new latte recipe? Candy cane double express chocolate latte.
If I must.
Cleaned up at gate 2.
Just a wee pinch of cinnamon, I do believe it should be the bee's knees.
I may have to try that. I'll be right back with your orders, folks.
All right, thank you.
Well, Carvers, it's been fun, but I must go prepare the plane for tonight's disembarkation. Merry Christmas to you all, and I bid you adieu.
Merry Christmas. Say, Martha, it sounds like that he thinks we're going to fly tonight.
Well, I sure hope so. But you know, Mitch, I'm a little worried about Keith and Aunt Cookie. I hope they're not stranded out there in a snowdrift somewhere.
Welcome to Roy G. Tabb Regional Airport. The Department of Homeland Security requests that you do not leave any unattended packages or carry-on items, but keep them with you at all times. Report any suspicious activity to airport security. Thank you and happy holidays.
Wow. I tell you what, I didn't think we were ever going to make it. I sure hope we didn't miss our flight.
No, Dad, we're good. It says a Holiday Airlines flight 2025. What does that mean? It means, my dear, we're going to be stuck here waiting for the weather to clear. Oh, great. I'm stuck here at an airport on Christmas.
Hey, you know, it could be worse. You could still be stuck out there on the highway in the cold and the snow.
And whose fault was that? Who couldn't figure out the parking brakes were on? Shush, Cassie.
Your father just made a mistake that left traffic backed up for miles and miles behind us in the middle of a snowstorm where we all could have lost our lives. But it was just an accident.
Thanks. That makes me feel so much better.
It's okay, Dad. I still love you. At least a nice pilot who stops all the silly mistake you made.
Oh my, what a very merry, merry, merry Christmas this is turning out to be.
Excuse me, folks, but we need to keep the line moving. Please move your shoes and places them in your eyes here.
You have to be kidding me. You girls are wearing flip-flops in this weather?
Duh, why do you think we were complaining when we were pushing the navigator? It's okay, Dad, I still love you, but I may have to see a doctor. My feet are frozen.
This just isn't my day.
You know, if Martha hadn't insisted on getting us those reservations for a late night flight on Christmas Eve from nameitclaimit.com, we might already be at the Mistletoe Family Resort in Manitou Springs, Colorado, sipping hot chocolate by the fire.
Oh man, a big cup of hot chocolate sounds great right about now.
Me too, Dad. Probably cost an arm and a leg.
You know, you're probably right, but it would be so worth it.
I hope they have Wi-Fi here. At least I can watch some Netflix. Merry Christmas, folks. Merry Christmas. Welcome to Holiday Airlines. How may I help you?
Well, we are here for flight 1225. It's my understanding that it is delayed.
Yes, that's correct. With weather conditions like they are, it's not safe to fly at this time.
Do you know how long it might be delayed?
Well, the airport meteorologist said that the snow wouldn't stop until about midnight, so I'm sure we'll fly after then. Pardon me, but do you by chance drive a big blue 2017 big Lincoln Navigator?
Yes, but how did you know that?
Well, I was in a little Sentra that passed you and didn't help you. But Buzz told me that you had a parking brake issue, and I wouldn't have been much assistance anyway.
No problem, no problem.
This is so embarrassing. Well, please feel free to take a seat. If you would like, you can go to the airport cafe and get some food. Really good. Or you can go to the gift shop and get some Christmas gifts.
Pardon me, can you tell me what the Wi-Fi password is?
Yes, it's jingle all the way, lowercase letters.
Cool, thanks.
All right, well, might as well go and have a seat. We're going to be here a while. I need to de-stress.
Actually, Keith, I think I'm gonna go distress over there at the gift shop with some Christmas shopping. Thanks, Keith.
You're welcome.
Dad, my feet are freezing.
Well, put on some socks.
They're all in my suitcase.
Oh, my goodness. Go over there and ask your mom at the gift shop to see if they have any socks for you and your sister. I'm sure her feet are cold, too.
Hey, bro, Merry Christmas. Put her there. We've been worried about you. We've been worried sick about you. Where have you been?
Well, we were out on Highway 7 and the roads were terrible. And I mean, you know, we wound up stuck right there in the middle of the highway. I'm there, I'm shoveling snow, digging and digging. I've got the girls out pushing the thing. Pilot stopped to give us a hand. Yeah, parking brake was on. I felt so stupid.
Well, bro, don't worry about that. I'm the older brother, and I guess I just got all the good looks and brains too. But no, that could happen to anybody. Don't worry about it. Say, where is Karen and Aunt Cookie?
Oh, well, Karen's over there at the gift shop spending all my money.
Naturally.
But I thought Aunt Cookie was with you.
No, I thought she was coming with you guys.
Well, she told us that she would see us at the airport, so, I just kind of figured,
I know. Oh, that Cookie. She told us the same thing.
yeah, and of course, we can't call her, doesn't believe in cell phones. Always calls them what, those contraptions?
I know. That sounds just like Cookie. Well, if we don't see her very soon, we're gonna have to contact the highway patrol and go out and find her.
Yeah, you're right. Say, bro, what are you drinking there?
This is awesome. I think she called it Christmas Candy Cane Double Espresso Chocolate Latte. It's awesome.
Oh, that sounds great. I think I'll have to get myself one of those.
Well, but you'll have to go over there and ring the bell.
Okay.
Martha is in the back giving instructions to the cafe manager on how to make her world-famous pecan pie.
Now, there's a big surprise. So, did you remember to bring the genealogy papers we've been working on?
I sure did. They're right here in my carry-on. Oh no, bro. It looks like I left my carry-on out in the car. I'm gonna have to go out and get that. I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
So what do you think about these Santa earrings? They're sterling silver and cost just $29.95.
They're for my husband, actually. He's kind of lost the Christmas spirit. I don't know what's going on with him. But that might get him back in the spirit of things. And I need some of that foot powder too, because when we went through security, his feet were, just not so great. And he gets sweaty when he's nervous. And I think I have a couple of these elves on the shelves, one for me and one for my sister-in-law.
Sure.
And these socks.
Sure. Your total is $56.93.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you and Merry Christmas. I really hope that he enjoys the earring.
He better. What you got there?
This is amazing. Yes, I think she calls it a Christmas candy cane double espresso cinnamony chocolate latte. There's $5.95, but man, it's just awesome.
Mine here, don't you? But look, I brought you something to help you get back in the Christmas spirit.
Oh, what is it? Oh, Christmas bling, sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, here, folks, I brought you some blankets that make you feel comfortable. We would put you up in the Beaufort City Manor Hotel. I just called there and, well, you might say there's no room in the inn.
Well, that's all right. I guess we'll just have to spend our Christmas Eve here.
I'm sorry, folks. I wish we did have a place for you to stay.
Well, it could be worse. We could be out in the cold and the snow in a stable like our Savior was that first night.
So, you're a doctor, not an athlete, and you're going to Colorado to continue your practices of medicine because you're a doctor in Colorado, right?
Right. I think you finally got it.
Oh, Keith and Karen, girl. You. I want to introduce you to someone. This is Dr. Poole, Francine Poole, and her boy, Stefan and AJ.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Actually, you have something in common. You're both doctors.
MD, OB, GYN. John Hopkins, class of 2005.
Very nice. Actually, I am a DDS, Heartland School of Dentistry, class of 92.
I'm really confused, but okay.
Really? I am a doctor of dental surgery, and she is a medical doctor with a specialty in obstetrics and gynecology.
All right, sure.
Y'all not getting it?
I guess
All right. Okay, I got this. I pull teeth and fill cavities. She works with female patients and delivers babies.
Okay. Yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
Have a seat, boys.
Hey, look, Dad, there's my dad that helped us a while ago.
Oh. You know, you're right. And, you know, I also found out that he's going to be our pilot tonight. Excuse me, sir.
Good. No.
Hi. I just wanted to say thank you for coming out and stopping and helping us out on the highway like you did. You know, that whole parking brake thing, I just felt so stupid.
You're not stupid, my dear fellow. Sometimes we overlook the most obvious solutions. My good man, my great-grandpappy always did tell me, a man who is not stupid, who is willing to receive help when necessary, and you are an example of that fine fellow. Why, in fact, I too have been the butt of more than once in my fair share in my life. Well, I'll have you know, when I learned to fly under the deluge of my great-grandfather, we were about to land in Albuquerque. He did advise me it would be wise to activate the landing gear before our preparation to descend. No, my fine fellow.
Captain Buzz,
Please, just buzz.
Buzz, since you're here, does that mean we may be leaving soon?
Perhaps! I have just finished my cross-examination of the outer exterior of the vessel. I'm about to go over my pre-flight checklist in the cockpit. If all goes according to plan and the weather continues to clear, I would say we should be disembarking in 2,300 hours. Yes. Mr. Bebber at the desk will announce when it is time to board. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you a Merry Christmas and adieu. That's a loud face forward.
2,300 hours seems like a long time to wait.
Oh, my dear child, 2,300 hours is military for 11 p.m.
Really? How in the world do you know that, but you don't know the difference between a dentist and an obstetrician?
Oh, everyone at Crow's Corner High tells me I'm quite intelligent.
I'll just have to take your word for that.
Paging Roy G. Ted III, paging Roy G. Ted III, please report to the Holiday Airlines counter. Paging Roy G. Ted III, please report to the Holiday Airlines counter.
Hey, has anybody seen Buzz? Roy? Where is he?
They just paged him, and I couldn't call the cockpit. He's on his way here right now. What's going on, Mac?
Well, my daughter Maria, she's not due till New Year's Eve. And her husband Joe, well, he's on his way back from Afghanistan, but he's stuck in LaGuardia. And she's in labor. Well, the problem is, they live 5 miles out of the country. All the roads are snow covered, and ambulance can't get there. All the helicopters in the hospital, well, they're all out on call. And the only chopper available, well, it's here. And the only one that can fly that is Buzz.
Mac, let's go! I got the chopper ready! I know nothing about making babies! Mac?
How hard are the contractions?
She said about 10 minutes, as far as she could tell.
Well, she's not gonna make it to the hospital. We better get going. I'm an OBGYN. Can you all watch my kids while we go?
We certainly can. They'll be safe with us, but just in case, can I have a card with your number on it, just in case? Thank you.
Boys, you behave while I'm gone. Oh, Dr. Carver, would you like to come along and help assist?
Not particularly, just, the idea just leaves me all woozy and queasy.
Hey, don't we need to get going?
Yes, yes, time is of the essence. Oh, this reminds me of flying search and rescue missions over the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, yes, flying to help people is what flying to me is all about. Come, come, let us go and deliver this Christmas child.
What is all the excitement about out here?
Mac, one of the workers here, I guess. Well, he came running in here, desperate for help. His daughter, Maria, was that what they? Yeah, his daughter Maria is very pregnant, and she's gone into labor, and her contractions are getting closer and closer together. The problem is that she lives like 5 miles out in the middle of nowhere, and the ambulances can't get out because of the roads. The helicopters are all tied up, and so Buzz is going to fly Dr. Cool, who, praise the Lord, is an obstetrician, out to deliver the baby.
But why were they desperately paging Roy G. Tubb III? I thought Roy G. Tubb was the name of the man that the regional airport is named after. And he's been gone for many, many years.
Roy G. Tubb is a famous World War II pilot from Beaufort City. He flew more missions than any other pilot during World War II. He actually got shot down twice behind enemy lines and was taken prisoner. But both times he escaped and he made his way to Allied territory and resumed flying missions, a true war hero. After the war, he made his way back right here to Beaufort City and began flying passenger airlines, and he started Christmas Airlines, which eventually was sold and became Holiday Airlines.
That's really interesting. But who's Roy G. Tubb III?
Well, that's Buzz, of course. He's a war hero as well, and has lived a life of service.
If his real name, or his name is Buzz, why do they call him Roy G. Tubb III?
Well, from what I heard, Roy G. Tubb III got his start flying when he was 16 flying crop dusters. And he would fly so low, he would buzz people's houses and cars, and so people called him Buzz, and here we are today.
Well, that's right. But I think he actually grew to prefer the name Buzz because he didn't feel worthy of his namesake grandfather. But the truth is, Buzz is a war hero as well. He has his own accolades in battle. And he has used his gifts as a pilot to help people around the world. You know what? He even flies missionaries to their field of service for free.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's Mitch and Aunt Cookie?
Well, Mitch, you know my brother.
I do.
He apparently left his carry-on with the genealogy papers out in the car. So he had to go get it.
Well, that's Mitch for you.
I know.
He insisted he had everything out of the car. But there you go. But, okay. But where's Aunt Cookie? I thought she was coming with you
We thought
guys.
she was coming with you.
I thought, no.
Now, wait, ladies. Mitch and I already figured out that she decided to drive herself. And of course, you know, we have no way of contacting her, and she doesn't believe in cell phones.
Yeah, she's always referring to them as those confounded contraptions.
Well, she'll get here just fine. She's a tough old cookie.
Martha, what? Why do you have flour all over you?
Well, I've been back here with my new friend Barbie in the kitchen, teaching her how to make my world famous blue ribbon pecan pie.
Ah, I bet she was thrilled.
Oh,
nothing, Martha, you're nothing.
Well, why don't you just come back here with us and we'll have us some holiday fun?
Sounds like fun.
Have fun, dear.
Thanks, Kate.
I'm bored. Me too.
How would you guys like to go to the airport arcade and play some video games for free?
Cool. Me too.
Me too.
Susan, would you mind taking this fine group of ladies and gentlemen to the airport arcade?
Sure. Looks like we aren't going to be leaving for a while, and I'd love to. Come on, let's see what kind of games we have to play.
Aren't you guys coming? You guys are going to miss all the fun. That's okay. I'm just starting the 15th season of Drake and Josh on Netflix. That sounds fun. Not.
I think I'll stay here and engage Uncle Keith on the ontological argument for the existence of the universe. Don't you think?
Whatever.
Who are you? And what did you do with my niece?
I told you, many people at Crow's Corner High think I'm really intelligent.
Yeah. You know, hold that thought. I think I'm gonna go do some last minute shopping while Karen is having her holiday baking with Martha class.
Oh, goody. That'll give me extra time to look up more information on Einstein's theory of happiness.
Oh, my goodness. Pardon me. I am looking for a really nice Christmas gift for my wife. She's kind of been a little on the grumpy side lately, and I thought, you know, something nice might get her back into the Christmas spirit, you know what I mean?
Sure. I've got some of the newest perfumes from Paris, and over here are some really nice bracelets and earrings.
Can I see the Santa Claus, or the Mrs. Claus earrings?
Certainly, they're sterling silver, and they cost just $29.95.
You sure had us all worried, Aunt Cookie.
Oh, you didn't need to worry about little old me. I can take care of myself, you know. And besides, I kind of enjoyed being stuck in the snowdrift.
How was that?
Oh, well, I wasn't out there long before Stephen called the tow truck for me.
Who in the world is Stephen?
Oh, Stephen. Stephen was that handsome state patrol officer, and he called my dear Rupert for me.
So let me get this straight. Rupert is a tow truck driver that Stephen, the state trooper, called to get you out.
Yes, Rupert was tall and kind and handsome. You know, kind of mixed between Ricardo Montalban and Fabio and Frank Sinatra. And he even got my number, and we're going to go watch WrestleMania later.
WrestleMania? Could you please place your out here, please through security? Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to wait over here.
Why can't I have my carry-on?
Please, sir, I'm gonna have to insist that you like have a seat or something.
I'll sit on your lap.
Oh yeah, man, you proceed to the terminal.
No, I will stay right here with my nephew.
Alright. What situation your agent's done? Let's get your distress signal.
Yeah, the XR-1000 has detected a possible bomb this passenger's carrying.
Okay, that's a code red. I repeat, that's a code red.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? The airport is undergoing a hard lockdown protocol. All passengers are instructed to remain in your present location until you receive further instructions. I repeat, the airport is undergoing a hard lockdown protocol. All passengers are instructed to remain in your present location until you receive further instructions. That means no entrance or exit from the airport terminal till the security team can assess the situation. Please remain calm and thank you for your cooperation.
All right. Now,
Homeland Security and the FBI will be here shortly, at any moment.
I need to know what's going on right now.
Ma'am, you need to calm down. I'll take you into custody also.
Well, someone sure isn't in the Christmas spirit.
Jim Oval, FBI. Sergeant Stone, can you brief me on the situation here?
Yes, sir. So, the X-1000 has identified this metal object about the size of a cookie thing this passenger was carrying that is analyzed, has determined it either contained a toxic material or maybe even C4. The sniffing sensor was also triggered by the passenger's shoes with the contents of the 7 metal containers.
All right, you just know, man, it's just calling the bomb squad.
That sounds good, but for the safety of the passengers, when we take this carry-on to a safe room, take these two for questioning.
Officers, I'm afraid there's been a big misunderstanding. That metal box in the bag is just fruitcake that I'm taking along as a Christmas surprise to my family.
You didn't.
I sure did. My family loves my mother's world-famous fruitcake.
World famous, all right. I love it.
Woo, this thing weighs a ton.
All right, please, folks, go on ahead of me. No more looking or talking to any other passengers.
Father, where are you taking him?
Mitch, Aunt Cookie, what's going on?
Folks, please stand back, be seated, or you'll be in custody too.
I'm going to get Mom.
Excuse me, sir. You have any idea why Homeland Security has my brother and my aunt in custody?
Well, I'm not sure, but the only time that they ever announce a hard lockdown in this airport is when, say like the U.S. Marshals have lost one of their fugitives, or they suspect there's a terrorist, or that there might be a bomb.
Well, actually, George, I think the last hard lockdown was when TSA scanned what they thought was a bomb somebody had in their carry-on.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And actually, that turned out to be some banana bread wrapped in tinfoil.
Yeah, it's unbelievable what some people try to bring through airport security.
Mitch! Mitch! Where's my Mitchy Poo? And Aunt Cookie!
We don't know for sure what's happening right now. The agents wouldn't let us get anywhere near them.
But why are they treating my Mitch like a criminal? I think we should call Mason. He's the best attorney in Grove's Corner.
The best attorney is the only attorney with a practice in Crow's Corner.
We are not having someone who just practices. I need the real deal, the full thing.
My Mitch is gonna be in prison on Christmas Eve.
Simmer down, Martha. Simmer down. Come on, simmer down. Look, the nice agent here told me that they've had these things happen before, and that, they've had them be false alarms. So calm down.
Yeah, well, like I was telling the others, ma'am, actually, it was just last year at Christmas. It was last year at Christmas that we had a passenger that was bringing in their carry-on through the XR1000, and it set that off. But it turned out to just be some banana bread wrapped in tinfoil.
Wait a minute. Maybe that's what Aunt Cookie and her were trying to say when they went by.
Oh yeah, she was trying to say something, wasn't she?
It looked like she was trying to say Mitch and fruitcake.
Oh, no. He wouldn't have.
Oh, but he did. He told me not to tell you because he knew you wouldn't understand. Everyone wants the fruitcake at Christmas.
Oh, no. He's done it this time.
Hey, guys, I wonder how long he's been someone else's fruitcake.
Shush, Cassie.
Excuse me, folks, is there a Carver here?
That's me, officer. Do you have my Mitch? And I hope you didn't put any handcuffs on him because his wrist will break out in a rash.
Calm down. It's all gonna be okay. I'll take you right now to go see your husband.
Oh, I'll come too.
No, hold back. You want to take one guess at a time.
How am I supposed to explain to all my friends why my dad's in prison for fruitcake then?
Do you smell something?
Smells like something's burning.
Oh no, the pecan pie!
Come on, girls, we're gonna need help.
Pardon me, Dr. Carver. Do you still want these Santa Claus earrings?
Sure, why not? How much did you say they were again?
$29.95, and I'll even gift wrap them for you.
Here we go. I am going to go have a seat.
Are you all right, sir?
Yes, I'll be fine. I just need to de-stress a little.
Tell you what, how about another cup of Barbie's world-famous Christmas candy cane double espresso cinnamon chocolate on the house?
Sold. Thanks.
No problem. Coming right up.
Attention, may I have your attention? The hard lockdown has been lifted. Passengers may move about the terminal freely. Repeating, the hard lockdown has been lifted. Passengers may move about the terminal freely. Thank you and happy holidays.
Brett, can we come back to the business?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, let's go. So what was all the fuss about?
Oh, you know, my scanner did bomb. So carrying on. It's probably some false alarm. Yeah, it's happened before.
Did you guys have a good time? Yeah, it was cool, thanks.
Look, there's Rudolph. Rudolph ain't out there. He is too. Rudolph. Hi, America. You know it, and if you ever saw it,
Wow, that's not Rudolph.
you were feeling it.
Well, I wish it was, but that's just a helicopter light when it's landing. So that's not a Rudolph. If you guys want to have a seat, I'll get you some cookies.
Hey, Dad, this has been a pretty interesting Christmas Eve, hasn't it?
That's putting it mildly, dear.
Here's Barbie's world-famous Christmas candy cane cinnamon chocolate. It'll help you distress, my man.
Thank you. Now,
Oh, wait.
Olivia, would you like some cookies?
Sure. Here's your earrings, Dr. Carver.
thanks. My wife is going to love her Christmas gift.
Well, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to get stuff ready for the flight 12:45.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
What time is it, Dad?
You know what? That is a good question. Oh, guess what? It's Merry Christmas.
Mom never let us stay up this late on Christmas before.
Would you like to see
like
Christmas
some-
candy cane
look like
chocolate?
But how are we gonna have Christmas without Santa and gifts?
Well, actually, that's not what Christmas is about anyway. Christmas is about Jesus Christ being born to our Savior.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the very first part of the word Christmas is Christ. Every year at our house, before we open our gifts, our dad reads about how Jesus Christ was born in Bethlehem. Haven't you ever heard it?
I don't think so.
Hey, Dad, you wouldn't mind reading it?
sure thing, why not? Let's gather around.
Yeah.
All right. In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. And everyone went to their own town to register. So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and the line of David. Now he went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger because there was no guest room available for them. And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone all around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign to you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger." Suddenly, a great company of the heavenly host appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace to those on whom his favor rests." When the angels had left them and gone into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about." So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby, who was lying in the manger.
Wow, did that really happen?
Sure did.
Yep, that's what Christmas is all about. Jesus Christ is the greatest gift of all.
My turn.
Mitch, I sure hope you learned your lesson and leave that silly fruitcake at home from now on.
Yes, dear, but you just don't understand. I thought everybody on the flight would want some of that fruitcake to have a little snack.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir, but if you look at the TSA website, you'll see that fruitcake is strictly forbidden. I mean, it's been crazy because sometimes people might put something dangerous in that fruitcake, and so we don't want that to be mistaken for a nuclear, warhead or missile or anything like that. And it's just been, invasive material.
So, what happened to the fruitcake?
You and everyone here will never believe this. All right, so they ran through the check, checking things out, see what's going wrong with it. And anyways, the machine, tried to light it on fire, and then they dropped it and landed with a big thud.
Wait, where's Aunt Cookie?
Man, like I told you, I'm getting married New Year's Eve.
Oh, but I know that someone like you sure would enjoy my good home cooking. So,
Well, Miss Cookie, that's nice. But remember to tell your nephew never, ever bring a fruitcake on the plane again.
you hear that? You can count on me, sugar.
Anybody hungry for Martha Carver's pecan pie? Blue ribbon. They didn't burn, did they? No, they're a little darker around the edges, but I think it's okay.
Oh, hey, look, here comes Dr. Poole and Bud. I mean, Boy G. Tub the third.
I can't thank you two guys enough. I mean, it truly was a miracle that God had both of you here at Christmas to help my daughter deliver my grandson. I mean, I'm truly in debt.
It was my pleasure. Both Maria and your grandson are going to be just fine. It gives me no greater pleasure as a doctor than to bring new babies into this world.
Thank you. And Buzz, your father's looking down from heaven, and I know he must be so proud of you. I mean, the way you're always helping people. And I don't know how you even threw through that storm tonight, but I can't thank you enough.
Well, the truth is, Mac, when I got us up there in that weather tonight on that chopper, I thought it was a grave error that we even tried in the first place. I couldn't see my own hands in front of my face. But through it all, I did what my great grandpappy always told me to do in times of crisis. Sit down, pray for guidance, and have faith. And there it was. The star. I thought I was seeing things, but lo and behold, there it was, the very Merry Christmas star that you put on your barn. The Lord had answered thy prayer and delivered us there so that the fine Mrs. Paul could deliver your great-grandson this very Merry Christmas Day.
Well, I still can't thank you enough. I mean, this is the merriest Christmas ever.
Hey Mac, what's your grandson's name?
They decided to name him Joshua Christopher King.
Buzz, is it true? I just got a call from corporate, and they say that you have bought Holiday Airlines and you're changing the name back to Christmas Airlines.
It is true. I can't think of a better time than Christmas to take a new journey of faith with our Lord Jesus Christ.
Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. We are now boarding all passengers for Christmas Airlines Flight 1225 headed for Sioux Falls with continuing service to Dodge City in Colorado Springs. Have a very Merry Christmas.